Coming to you live from Iceworks in Syosset. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey. Oh, what am I saying? You're listening to Farmingdale State Hockey here on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brownigan joined alongside Wally Mitchell, who'll be running the cam and providing some technical support if needed. Farmingdale, Delaware, in for round two here tonight. It was Delaware who took game one of this series 4-3. They made it 4-2 late in the third before Farmingdale chipped in their third goal with about 21 seconds left in the game. So as we start game two in this series, Farmingdale looking to get their first win against Delaware. They're 1-1 on the year thus far. Got their first win against Fordham. Delaware improving to 2-0 last night with their victory against these very Rams. Moving his way up the ice, that is Larry Lena. That shot got deflected off a stick, thrown out in front by DeAndrea. He had that third and final goal for Farmingdale last night. Lena again for the point, scores! Farmingdale wasting no time getting on the board early tonight. They lead it 1-0 just 45 seconds in. I didn't even take off the pregame taper yet. That's on me. There's Electric Callboy. Their goal song plays. It still says 4-3. It is 1-0 in favor of the home team. Again, wasting no time getting the party started here tonight. Riberich down low. Lena the goal. His first of the year. Ferrazzi across, couldn't connect. He's trying to get it to Castellano. And a whistle. We had a ton of penalties early and often last night. We'll get our first here tonight, I believe. Yeah, that we will. As Harnan goes to the box for Delaware. Power play for the home team. Farmingdale with the 1-0 lead. Ferrazzi. Farmingdale scored all of their goals with the man advantage last night. 6-on-5 goal from DeAndrea late. with the empty net as that shot from Lena deflects over the net. A 5-on-3 goal scored by Ferrazzi, and a 5-on-4 goal. Five-on-4 goal scored by LaFont. There's a shot. Good shot there from Noah Lavoie. Turned aside. Same goaltenders as last night as well, as we have a matchup between Tercey and Gatti. That puck deflects out of the zone. Power play nearly a minute gone by. And 1-0 Farmingdale, the early goal for Lena. Here's DeAndrea over the top. Lavoie gives it away, and out of the zone it goes. Chasing after it, Paratori. Paratori spins it around for the stick of Luke Ferrazzi. A blue hen tumbles to the ground. Found out last night, blue hen refers to a revolutionary shoulder. Here's a toe drag. Shot from Lavoie, never got through. Good defense provided by number 3. That's Quinn Scribner. He had himself a good game last night for the Blue Hens. Good opening game as well for Scribner. Had a goal and assist. Here's the shot from Watica. Save made. Rebound given up by Gatti. Gatti and Tercey both had great games last night in the 4-3 victory for the Blue Hens. Put behind the net. Pace will pick it up. Pace centers. Intercepted. Not out just yet. Shot comes for Watica. Save. Rebound thrown across as Watica is trying to get Pace. Or rather, Ian Ribrich in front is where Donnie Pace was trying to go with that puck. Stabbed out of the zone. Good play made by Nick Viola. And Lena will play it around, where it could be played on further by Connor De Silva of Delaware. To the line, dribbling puck, shot, save, rebound, score! A response for the Blue Hens. They tie it at 1, and getting the goal, it looks like it's Nick Viola. Shot originated from Colin Healy, and just an innocent-looking dribbler. And it was played right onto the stick of Healy. Or rather, right onto the stick of Viola. And he ties this game at 1. With just a little over 4 minutes gone by here in the first period. Already 2 goals up on the board. 1 for each side. Lena's goal coming by way of power play. The Farmingdale power play remaining red hot to start. There's a whistle. Looks like some Delaware fans are applauding. I assume that means a Ram's going to the box, and indeed a Ram is going to the box. It's Michael DeSaro. So a power play for the road team. Their first of the night for the Blue Hens. They struck twice on the power play as well last night. En route to that 4-3 victory. A giveaway, or near giveaway, by an ACHA. Kosh will settle it back down. Kosh trying to navigate the neutral zone. Good back check provided by Manzi. And the puck sent all the way down by the Rams. 30 seconds plus gone by here on this power play for Delaware, their first of the night. It's Scribner. Stick goes flying, delayed penalty. It's going to go against Delaware. And this is something we saw from Farmingdale last night on a few of their power plays, that they took penalties, making it 4-on-4 relatively early on in those power plays. So We see this now from Delaware. A minute 16 left. We'll go four-side, and then, assuming no other calls, power play coming. Abbreviated one for Farmingdale. Offensive zone faceoff comes behind the Blue Hens net. Reversed, played on further by Gavin Johns. Good outlet pass, connects with Michael DePrisco. DePrisco had a hat trick last night. Sets up Gibbons. Gibbons also prominent in that prior game. Had an assist or two. Here's DeAndrea for Farmingdale. Fakes the slapper. Takes a wrister just wide. Held in by Malandrucolo. Toward the net, DeAndrea in the area. But good defense provided by Gavin Johns of Delaware. So still 4-on-4 for another about 30 seconds. Pushed ahead by DePrisco. Onto the stick of Gibbons. Gibbons in with speed, takes the shot and fought off. Good save made by the Farmingdale 10 to PJ Tercey. He had himself a good game last night. Shot from DeAndrea blocked. Held in for the moment by Grillo. And comes back on goal for Gaddy to play to the near side. Free puck picked up by Harnan. Sends it into the zone. Castellano for Ferrazzi. Ferrazzi, saucer across. It's into the zone. 2-on-2 battle. Right by the edge of the Delaware bench, comes out of the zone. Power play for Farmingdale is underway with not much time left on it, just 10 seconds. LaFata battling for it ahead. Riberich, 3-on-2 over the blue. Riberich tries a shot, it got blocked. Riberich will stab it around. Ferrazzi out in front, nobody home. Taken the other way by the Blue Hens. Viola with one goal already. Nice move. Couldn't get a shot through. Lena stayed with him step for step. And Farmingdale turn it over. Power play has expired. So technically 1 for 2 on the power play tonight are the Rams. That pass gets by Malandrucolo because he tried to play it. No icing. Michael Malandrucolo on for Castellano. Gets by him. Scribner. As Delaware enter the zone. Shot denied by the blocker of PJ Tercey. That pass intercepted. Good read by Watka. And Farmingdale outlet. Only as far as the opposite blue line. That's where it's taken back by Mangano. Mangano on the backhand denied by Tercey. He'll hold on to it. Stopping the clock with 11:37 left here in the first period. 1 goal apiece between Farmingdale and Delaware. You're listening to Farmingdale State Rams hockey here on LI Sports Network. Loose puck sent to the front of the net, sent away, rebound, oh, just wide with the shot. That was Sinatra with the golden opportunity off another rebound allowed by Tercey. That ended up in a dangerous area. Not out of the zone just yet. Malandrucolo in the near corner. Throws it up the wall. 2-on-2 battle. Malandrucolo emerges with the puck. Pass ahead and knocked away by Sinatra. Now finally out of the zone. Regrouping is Johns. Overskated by DeSaro. And knifed away. No high stick, so away come the Rams. Manzi puts one out in front. Eventually, it nearly got onto the stick of Donnie Pace. Delaware the other way, and good defense provided by the Rams. Shot from the point, redirects wide. Controlled by Anatra. Pardon me, that was Solomon before, not Anatra. So Solomon 18, Anatra 16. Anatra to Solomon. Solomon out in front. Chance denied by Tercey as he stopped Cam Rafestanger. He had one of the Delaware goals last night. To the red line. Pace. Nice move by Pace. The shot goes wide. But a great job by Donnie Pace to stay with that puck. He went skates to stick. Held in for the moment by DeSaro. Again, DeSaro holding in the zone. It's being helped out by Tom Forty. Tom Forty now trying to enter the zone. Blue Hens doing a good job of denying Rams entry into their own end. Solomon sends it away. Offsides are Delaware, so that allows Lena to rip it into the zone. Around the boards it goes, into the opposite corner. Jake Paul out there on the forecheck. He was prominent last night. Took a couple of penalties, though he probably would not have wanted to take. Kind of playing that Matt Rempe style for the Rams. Here's Lena. How about Matt Rempe? Chipping in a couple of points there tonight. A big Rangers win. Last I saw it was 6-1. Delayed penalty, though. Who's going off? To my Islanders fans out there, hey, Schaefer looks good. Schaefer looks real good. Got yourselves a good one there at number 1. I don't think we're gonna see a Rams penalty here. Going to the box is Jaden Grillo. Didn't catch what for. Power play, Blue Hens, that shot gets through and a save made by Tercey. 8:31 left, minute 53 left on the power play for Delaware, an early chance on the man advantage. Face off won by Gibbons. Gibbons at the near blue, playing it across, gets the return pass to the far circle where it's possessed by Johns. Back up top. Crowell to Johns. Johns on for DePrisco. Gibbons, save me with the right pad. Another shot denied. Couple of good stops from P.J. Tercey. Keeps it a 1-1 game. It's not 1-1, 1-1. My apologies. Delaware fans, it's not 1-0, it's 1-1. Face-off won by the Blue Hens. Gibbons try to play it back. It's intercepted and cleared. And a little jersey adjustment made by Donnie Pace. On his way on to forecheck, short-handed. Fired across by Johns. Gibbons to Johns. Back to Gibbons. Gibbons walks, looking around, possessing at the top of the zone. Playing it across, back to Gibbons. That shot never got through. DePrisco. Up the wall for Crowell. Nearly a short-handed break for Manzi, but back come the Hens, and it deflects off the blocker of Tercey, and out of play. .7:14 left here in the first period. About 36 seconds left on the power play. Face-off won by Delaware. Scribner. Solomon. Pardon, that's Anatra. Scribner, wrist shot, glove save made. Tercey. with 13 minutes gone by. Farmingdale goal scored by Joey Paratori, by the way, with Noah Lavoie and Luke LaFata picking up assists. And as I mentioned, the Delaware goal scored by Viola. It's Colin Healy getting the assists. By the way, Grillo off for a high stick. Where are you getting these live stats from? And it's between you and I. That's right, I've got a source now as a glove save is made by Tercey. Let 2 seconds bleed off, 6:41 left. Power play for Delaware resumes and is about to expire, and it is over. So Farmingdale 1 for 1 on the kill tonight. That shot spun out in front and flipped out of harm's way by the Rams. Played back by Vastola. And now on the stick of Solomon. Solomon through the neutral zone on the backhand. Solomon into the zone. Solomon the rip and a save made Tercey. And he took quite the hit to take that shot from the high slot. Dishing out the big hit. It looked like it was Luke LaFata. So face off to the right of Tercey. Trying to win it forward was LaFata. Comes right on goal to Tercey, who says, I've had enough of this, and covers up. A little Skrillex remixing Avicii playing throughout the arena as we drop the face-off once again to the right of Tercey. LaFata prevails on the draw off the high glass, trying to keep it in was Harnan, so therefore no icing. Aggressive on the forecheck, DeAndrea. Lavoie with LaFata. And instead it's Burchard who guides it out of the zone. Speeding into the zone, it's Charles Allen. We haven't seen Charlie in that last game. Back the other way, Lavoie. Lavoie to the backhand. Save made with the blocker by Andrew Gotti. Delaware and Burchard 2-on-2 over the blue. He's got Kosh with him. Drops to Kosh. The shot sticked away and out of play by P.J. Tercey. With 5:16 left here in the first period. Just after 10 o'clock Eastern time. So want to thank everyone who's tuned in for staying up late for this one. Got MLB playoff action. You got NHL games. You got, I don't know what else, but I'm sure some other things. College football. That drive glanced off the shoulder of Tercey and out of play. Long story short, you could be listening to a lot of things right now, but you're listening to us on LI Sports Network for Farmingdale and Delaware action. So thank you for tuning in. Feel free to engage in our chat. Give us a like, a subscribe, all that good stuff, and a follow at LI Sports Network if you like what you hear. And there's another glove save made by Tercey, although that one likely was going well wide. Viola to take the draw for Delaware. And Ferrazzi for the Rams. It's won by Delaware. Guiding it around Mangano. Mangano reversing, hoping to get it to Viola. He opened the scoring here tonight, did Viola. Low wrister hit a skate, deflected wide. Played on in the far corner by Mangano. Mangano on the near side now. Caught in a bit of a log jam along the near wall. Finally springs free. It's Engel, Tyler Engel, for Delaware. Briefly had a touchdown. Wraparound try is shut down by P.J. Tersey as James Mangano tried to hammer it home for the Blue Hens, rocking again those Team Sweden reminiscent jerseys as Farmingdale, their signature home white with blue stripes. Got Rams across the chest in script. Face off to the left of P.J. Tersey. As a couple of more Blue Hens fans who have made the trip from Delaware take their seat in front of me. Gibbons to the blue line. Good possession here. Gibbons again down low for DePrisco. Return pass Gibbons off his skates. Now off for the shot from Crowell. I'm not sure if it got through. 3-on-3 battle in the corner. The Rams come away with the puck and will flip to center. DDD pass. Here's Crowell. It's a power play. I'm sorry, I missed that. Power play for the road team. Get you the call in just a moment. Second of the night for Delaware. Gibbons. Down low. DePrisco up top. Crowell. Gibbons. Near circle. Gibbons. Doesn't like what he sees. Finds Crowell. Crowell across. Far circle shot denied. P.J. Tersey and set down the ice by the Rams. So in the box for Farmingdale is DeSaro, and he's off for a rough. So it must have happened away from the play. Or probably after the whistle. Still held in the zone there by Scribner. Nice little play by Scribner. Goes back toward the blue line. Aggressive. Great play made. That's Jackson Tom 40 on the penalty kill for Farmingdale, forcing Delaware to escape the zone. They'll get back in now. It's Solomon going cross ice. Return pass shot blocked. Good block again. That's Tom 40 as he blocked the shot from Rafe Stanger. Solomon trying to avoid Tom 40. He has to play it back. Sinatra. Nice move. Dicing through a couple of Rams. Sinatra goes around the net. Looks over his options. Centers one. Blocked. And the Rams possess. Wadika. 2-on-2 shorthanded. No, we're back to even strength. Wadika shot up in the air and knocked down, I believe, with a high stick. Throw a couple of more seconds back on the clock. Minute 53 remain here in the first period of this 1-1 game between Farmingdale and the University of Delaware. High stick forces the face-off deep in the Delaware zone. However, the Blue Hens win the draw. You can't escape the zone, that being said, and rolled around for Lavoie. Lavoie bumped in the corner by Vestola. Comes toward the netminder. Not out of the zone just yet. Lavoie, the shot deflection and a save made. Good stop there by Andrew Gaddy. Stops the clock with $1:29 left here in the first of this tie game, 1-1. In that Spanish song that every club plays, specifically in Patchogue, is playing now throughout the rinks. I'm sure you know the one. Anyway, the Rams win the draw. No, they don't. It's out of the zone. And a good defensive play made by Paratori. In the zone, Lavoie the drive over the net. DeAndrea on the far wall. Back in front, and Lavoie, a backhander just went wide. He's calling for it. He wants another shot. Back to the point, it goes in just wide. That last rip taken by Paratori. The shot, they score! Jake DeAndrea, his second goal of the season, gives the Rams a 2-1 lead with less than a minute to play in the first. Watch the play made right here on the wall. Get it to DeAndrea, loads up, fires over the glove of Gotti. He got him all right with the blast from DeAndrea. 2-1 Rams here on LI Sports Network. And Beckham, Delaware, they try to respond before the first period's out. They've got 45 seconds to do so. Rams also, they're not limited to extending their lead. A cross brought in De Silva. Trying to play it away from him, Paratori. Get you updated on that goal in just a moment. Official assists and the sort. As the puck pinned up against the far wall. Gabe to Curry in the house. Joins me to the right. Farmingdale alum. That puck is so pinned up against the boards, the ref has to blow the whistle. And with that being said, let's give you that goal. The goal scored by Jake DeAndrea, assisted by Luke LaFata. And an assist for Michael Malandrucolo. So give another point to Luke LaFata. As that shot got through and alert save made by Tercey. The blue line, Scribner holding in. That shot, a diving effort to do so at the horn by Mangano, deflects wide. And that's how we conclude the first period. And whoa, hold your horses. Official pointing to the Farmingdale bench. Sandos, what do you have for us? Do we have a penalty against Farmingdale as the buzzer hit? No Ram has entered the locker room just yet. And I guess now they're given permission. We'll get things sorted at the beginning of the second period. For now, first period has concluded. Farmingdale lead 2-1 with goals scored by 78 Jake DeAndrea, his second of the season. And a goal provided by Joe Paratori, his second as well. And the lone Delaware goals provided by Nick Viola. 2-1 after one. You're listening to LI Sports Network's coverage of Farmingdale State ACHA M3 hockey. We'll be back in just a moment after this. Welcome back to Iceworks here in Syosset. Ryan Brannigan, Wally Mitchell. LI Sports Network's coverage of Farmingdale State hockey. Squaring off against Delaware. They have a 2-1 lead coming into the second period. A little kickstart my heart. A little motley crew getting us going for the start of this second middle period. Goals in that first period. I was having a discussion with one of the Delaware parents, parent of Mr. Gaddy, making the trip down from Rochester. Catch his son playing goal. Thought that first Farmingdale goal was deflected in front, and it might have been by Lavoie, but still officially it's Paratori's goal. 2-1. Rams lead. Delaware early possession. Shot blocked. And getting in the way of that one, DeAndrea provided the first goal for Farmingdale. The second goal for Farmingdale. That shot goes wide. Early possession belonging to the Blue Hens. And ACHA. Down low, Solomon. Solomon pinned against the boards. Helped out by his winger, Rafe Stanger. To the blue line, it's Scribner. Scribner working down low. Got the stick check. Good play, DeAndrea. He'll take it away, and he'll get it out of the zone. Nice little play by Chris DeAndrea. Might have called him Jake. This is his little brother. Plays for St. Anne's in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, which, of course, we also cover here on LI Sports Network. Down the ice it goes. Lavoie will get there first, negating the icing. Lavoie out in front! Oh, Ribberich denied! A great save made by Gaddy on Ian Ribberich, as he provided a goal last night, his first of the year for the Rams. A nice little ballerina goal. Clock stopped with 18:27. Faceoff coming down into the Farmingdale zone because they have taken a penalty. It is Ian Ribberich going to the box. I'll get you caught up on the call in just a moment. So another power play for Delaware. They're 0 for 2 tonight. Scored 2 power play goals last night. They work it across for a shot denied by Tercey. Good shot provided by Gavin Johns. Delaware around the horn, Gibbons. Across. Possessed by Crowell, now Gibbons. A shot from the goal line, sharp angle, it missed wide and comes all the way out. So Crowell to get it across Gibbons. Solomon has trouble with it. Pardon me, it's not Solomon, it's Harnan. Or pardon me, that's Henry Long. Long into the zone. There, we got it. Long across, trying to get it to DePrisco. Fresh off a hat-trick game. Gibbons holding in. Nice little move by Gibbons across Crowell, a shot wide. Lively carom off the boards and sent into the neutral zone by Donnie Pace. Crowell leaves it for Gibbons as the Blue Hens regroup. Gibbons, DePrisco. Finally banked in by Scribner. On goal and covering up P.J. Tercey with 35 seconds left on the power play for Delaware, which has not been able to muster too many high danger chances, unlike prior ones, where they've looked pretty good both last night and tonight. Nothing to show for it tonight, just yet. Face off to the left of Tercey is won by the Blue Hens. Barely keeping it in, Scribner. Trying to force it out of the zone was Farmingdale's Tom Forty. Glove down. What a keeping Fired across out of the reach of Rafestanger. Great keep in by Scribner. Rafestanger to Scribner. Scribner down low. ACHA looking over his options with time winding down on the power play. Plays it down low for a shot. They score as the power play expires. Cam Rafestanger ties it at 2. See it right here, the wrister down low in the circle. Cam Rafestanger. Wrists home goal number 2 of the season. Ties the game at 2 as well here in the second period. Deuce is wild. And 22, Nick Viola wins the draw for Delaware. Mangano gets sandwiched between a couple of Rams, but the puck comes free, sent across to Silva. Couldn't catch up with it. DeAndrea hard on the back check, making the good defensive recovery. And now it's Farmingdale with a chance. Lavoie, one-on-one, takes the shot and getting a stick in. Good play made by Tyler Engel. A Farmingdale Ram was laid out behind the play there. Believe that was DeAndrea. Or rather, it's number 80, Luke LaFata. Try to get it back to the blue line. Couple of Rams get in the way. LaFata nudging it ahead for DeAndrea. DeAndrea, 2-on-1 developing. DeAndrea across a shot at the post. Big opportunity just missed by Paratori. He was looking for goal number 2 of the evening as that rolls on to Tercy, who made the stop, and then DeAndrea laid out a hen. And a blue hen is down on the ice, face down, trying to get a number there. Appears to be Connor De Silva. He's very slow to get up. We hope De Silva's okay. Connor's up on his feet, hunched over, shaking off that collision. Shaking out the left hand. No penalty has been assessed, so just a hard collision. Face off to the right of PJ Tercy, the Farmingdale netminder. 50-50 draw eventually controlled by Delaware. Kosh to the blue line. Wrist shot, right pad save made Tercy. Here's Ian Riberich. Establishes the red line and backhands in. Riberich goes down to the ice, no call. Kosh in the near corner, now emerges out of the zone, hits the red line and rips it in. Chasing hard after it is Charlie Allen. Backhanded off the far wall, intercepted by Farmingdale, and they'll come out of the zone. Offside are the Rams, as Luke Ferrazzi was over the line before the puck was. Throw some time back on the clock. 14:41 left here in the second period. Lone goal belonging to Delaware. Kosh into the Rams zone, offside. Riberich went off for elbowing. The Delaware goal scored by Rafestanger, as I mentioned. Picking up an assist, Ryan ACHA and Quinn Scribner. So there's your Delaware goal. To the line, held in, good keep. That shot sticked away by Tercy. Gavin Johns down the wall. Good little backhand behind the back pass, but no shot could come from Allen. Now the Rams 2-on-2 over the blue. Ferrazzi's shot skitters wide. Thrown back toward the front of the net where it's blocked and cleared promptly by Johns. Ahead for Kosh. Kosh finding open space, back to Johns. Shot deflects wide. Backhanded along by Harnan. Kosh on the near blue. Wrist shot blocked. Ferrazzi getting in the way of it. That shot deflects just wide. Another try is smothered by the glove of Tercey. And that stops the clock with 13:37 left here in the second period. You're listening to Farmingdale State Rams hockey here on LI Sports Network, ACHA M3. Enjoying what you're hearing, leave a like on the video and hit subscribe. Why not? Ahead, Farmingdale. They're into the zone by way of Donnie Pace. Pace, hard work on the forecheck. 1v2 turns into a 2v2 as Manzi joins the effort. However, Delaware emerged with the puck. In away come the Blue Hens, and Henry Long trying to split the D. The puck is available. Comes on to Tercey. He doesn't know where it is. It's underneath him. So even an innocent-looking rush up the ice, Delaware able to make it dangerous. As I'd say last night, they had the better of the 5-on-5 play and trying to keep that momentum going, but odd man rush developing from the red line in, 2-on-1. Pace to Watica over the net. Engel unable to clear. Shot from Watica, save, rebound! It's loose and somehow kept out. Oh my goodness. Andrew Gotti somehow kept that puck out of the net. As the Watica Pace connection nearly chips in the third goal of the night for Farmingdale. Watica working down low in the far corner. Lose control and Delaware break out. DePrisco taking a hit. Dished out by Mark Dellavecchia. Now Dellavecchia goes down. Delayed penalty against Delaware. That puck fired out of the zone. I believe it'll be an icing, and that might create the faceoff to no longer be in the offensive zone for the Rams. That being said, they will get their next turn on the power play. It'll be their second opportunity on the man advantage here tonight. They're 1 for 1. LaFada to take the draw for the Rams. DeAndrea discussing things with his power play unit. Paratori walks, fires, glove save made, Gotti. And he snagged that one with some authority. So 11:57 left here in the second. Power play just underway for the Rams. Paratori. D-to-D pass to Ferrazzi. To Paratori. Walks. Shot! Another glove save made by Gotti. He's certainly flashing the leather here tonight. So we'll do it all over again to the left of the Delaware netminder, Andrew Gotti from Rochester, New York. Paratori. Ferrazzi, Paratori. Back to Ferrazzi, had to go skate to stick. And that delay caused enough of a pause to allow the Delaware Blue Hens to clear the zone. Puck skips over the stick of DeAndrea into the Blue Hen end. where it is unable to be held in by Paratori. Ferrazzi. Pass caught up in the skates of Viola. Scored the opening goal of the game for Delaware. Paratori holding in. Dropping it. Played on back Ferrazzi. Ferrazzi shot deflected by DeAndrea. Did not get on goal to Gotti. To the blue line where it's held in by Lavoie. Delayed penalty against the Blue Hens. Farmingdale should honestly just let them touch the puck, and they do. And that gives 39 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time for the Rams. We'll get you caught up on the penalty. Skating over to the box, it appears, is Nick Viola. And it is Viola who goes into the sin bin, joining his teammate, Michael DePrisco. Michael DePrisco is in the box for a cross-check. 5-on-3 for the Rams. Huge opportunity to give them a 3-2 lead. And they win the draw. Very important thing to do. Wadika. Shot from Lena, denied through traffic by Gotti. And Kosh with the crucial clear for the Blue Hens. Just 24 seconds of 5-on-3 time remain for the Rams. And they must establish the zone. Trying to do just that, Tyler Wadika. He will. Wadika hits the far circle and plays it on back. Fanning on the pass, recollecting. Donnie Pace, Wadika. Lena. Stutter step, Lena. Try to throw it out in front, deflected into the other side. We're back to 5-on-4 now. As a save made by Gotti, and then a Ram got knocked down in front. So a discussion taking place in front of the net. Hey, don't knock down our player. Hey, your player started it. Don't touch our goalie. I don't know, something like that. Either way, the face-off will come out of the zone. A big break for the Blue Hens. Minute and 16 seconds left of 5-on-4 power play for the Rams, as they were unable to cash in on the 5-on-3. Here's Larry Lena. He contributed to the goal scoring last night, did Lena. However, he gives it away here. Here is Burchard, a drive and a blocker save made by Tercy. Kosh. Short-handed toward the goal off the side of the net. Burchard. Lost control. Pace gets over there. Dishes it on back for Lena. Returns it to Pace. Unable to send in. It was blocked by Kosh. And now Burchard goes down, and that'll be a penalty on the Rams. So the power play, which had 34 seconds left on it, turns into a 4-on-4 for that allotted amount of time. Frustrated to the box goes the Rams player. Tripping will be the call. Viola in the box, by the way, for a hook. And Pace in the box for a trip for Farmingdale. So 34 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by an abbreviated power play, bearing no more penalties for Delaware. Rams trying to chip it out of the zone. Finally, they do. Lavoie unable to get things going forward. Here's Malandrucolo. He turns it over. And ACHA had it for a moment, plays it back. Intercepted DeAndrea. DeAndrea, nice move. DeAndrea gets hooked down. And that'll... And then some more action after the fact. Ryan Anatra, believe he took the penalty initially. He goes to the box. And so things get complicated. It'll be a 4-on-3 for Farmingdale for all of 9 seconds. 4-on-3, 9 seconds, Farmingdale. Played for Lavoie. Lavoie's pass blocked. Paratori. Cross ice feed. Shot comes, deflects over the net and wide. Paratori, we're back to 4-on-4 now. So that shot goes wide. Ferrazzi. 4-on-4 for the next minute and 8 seconds, and then a power play of about 23. Turnover. Lavoie over the net. So again, this is 4-on-4 hockey, and it's fired all the way down. It'll be an icing against Delaware. And there it is. Oh. Another penalty parade in this game, as we saw last one as well, as each team had over 6 penalties taken. Face off to the left of Gotti. Blue Hens control, and knifed away from Rafestanger. And a nice move by Solomon. 1-on-1. Solomon shot goes wide. Lavoie for DeAndrea. Chris DeAndrea. Away with the puck. Across, one-time shot over the net wide. Big opportunity for Noah Lavoie. And DeAndrea continuing to be a force out there on the ice for the Rams. 4 more seconds and the Rams get that brief power play I mentioned, and that starts right now. Ignore the time remaining. There's 20 seconds on the power play now for Farmingdale. Firing it ahead is Tercey. DeAndrea trying to knock it down. He could not, but he prevents the clearing. Pass across pace. DeAndrea, Wadika all in the area. None of them could get a shot on through. And out of the zone it goes, and that concludes the Farmingdale power play. Here's Manzi. First on it for the Rams in the O-zone in the near corner. Rams cough it up. Delaware to the line and just out, and now helped along by Brichard. Brichard trying to navigate through a whole herd of Rams and eventually entangles himself with one. They're still down. We saw a wrestling match in the last game, and this one seemingly a bit less precarious. That last one ultimately led to a fight. No fight this time between Burchard and Malandrucolo. Going to step aside for a moment. 6:18 to go here, second period. 2-2 between Farmingdale and Delaware. All right, I'm back, and a couple of saves made by Tercey. Here's Gibbons. Gibbons nearly coughing it up to Wadika as that shot goes wide of Tercey. Wadika unable to slow that puck down. Gibbons rips it right back in for the Blue Hens. Malandrucolo rims it around. Gibbons intercepts, plays it down low for DePrisco, and that centering pass taken away by the Rams. They'll break out. 2-on-2 over the blue. Manzi with Wadika. Manzi too far ahead for Wadika, and Quentin Scribner will recollect for the Blue Hens, only for the moment as Manzi took it right back. Rams trying to gain possession below the goal line. Pops out, a nice little play made by Insana. Fanning on the dump in was Grillo, and away come Delaware. DePrisco a drive, fought off by Tercey with the blocker. An excellent save made by the Farmingdale netminder. So 4:49 left here, second period. Face off to the right of the stellar PJ Tercey. Pushed on ahead, Farmingdale enter the zone. Jake Paul trying to reverse it. He could not. Gives it away. Good back check, however, from Insana. Recollects possession for the Rams. Lena could not get a Ram touch on that shoot-up attempt, and therefore is ice the puck. Apologies for any undesirable sound there, as save is made by Tercey once again. Face-off won by Delaware. And getting crunched into the boards, Tom Forty delivering the hit, and now another stoppage. Delivered the hit on James Mangano. Some fans are applauding. I believe those are Blue Hens fans, because they'll be getting a power play out of this. That they will not. I think they're just excited about the physicality. Turnover, chance, and a left pad save made Tercey as he denied Da Silva. Played back out in front, nobody home for the Blue Hens. Another stoppage, 3:50 left here in the second period. Lone goal in the second scored by Delaware. Puck kicks behind the cage of the not so busy of late Andrew Gatti. With 3:42 left here in the second. All knotted up at 2 apiece. Delaware and Farmingdale. Again, Delaware defeating the Rams 4-3 last night. Tight back and forth game. A late goal from Farmingdale made it 4-3. After a late Delaware goal made it 4-2. Here's Lavoie going to work down low. Centering one for DeAndrea, just wide with a backhand shot. Goes back to the blue line. That shot deflected just wide. I believe Lavoie got a stick in on it. Shot originating from Mark Della Vecchia. And it's Della Vecchia who tries to prevent Solomon from getting through. And now the shot denied. A save made. PJ Tercey turning aside Ryan Anatra. LaFata, DeAndrea, unable to get through the Delaware defender. Nice move at the line. Rafe Stanger establishes possession in the zone for the Blue Hens. Scribner. D-to-D pass for the wrister that gets deflected and wide. Taken by Ty Vistola. Another shot in the slot. They score! With the celly, it's Burchard. Alex Burchard. The Kensington, Maryland native, giving Delaware the lead. Off a bit of a broken play out in front. 3-2 Blue Hens on top of the Rams here late in the second. Another shot and a save made by Tercey, and he will cover up. Again, it's been a wave of pressure sustained here in the latter portion of the second period by the Blue Hens. So Burchard, the goal, picking up the assist, Ty Vastola. Farmingdale, in needing of a response, send one through to Gaddy, who sticks it up and out of play. Minute 51 remaining here in the second period. Farmingdale led 2-1 at the start of the period, saw their lead vanish, and now have seen their lead turn to a deficit, trailing by 1, 3-2. Fired down the wall by Paratori. Delaware, though, emerged with the puck. It's Engel. Engel, what a move! Engel knocked to the ice by Paratori. Good rush up the ice for Engel. Ends with him hitting the ice. Nudged up the near wall by Grillo. Loose puck up for grabs. Chipped ahead out of the reach of Ian Riberich. Paratori will flip into the O-zone. Scramble for the loose puck. Ultimately is settled down by Delaware. A nice little move at the line. Engel shot and a glove save made by PJ Tercey. 58 seconds left here in the second period. Held in by Gibbons. Gibbons. Cross-ice feed. Wrist shot. Blocker save made by Tercey. 2-on-2 over the blue the other way. Wadika shot. High riser. Hit the stick of the defenseman Harnan and hit the glass behind Gotti. Delaware clear. 24 to play. Banked ahead by the Rams, and that will be an icing inning. Get a touch. Unforced error for the Rams. Faceoff will come all the way back down to the left or right. The choice of Delaware, of goaltender PJ Tercey. .2 left here in the second. It'll be to the left of Tercey. Rafe Stanger to take the draw. He lost it. Held in the zone, at least for the moment, by Gavin Johns. Collision in the near corner involving Solomon. Manzi there as well as that shot got through, and a save made by Tercey as that concludes the second period. And a pair of goals for Delaware. All to report from that second period on the score sheet. Cam Rafestanger the first, and Alex Burchard scoring the second, giving Delaware the 3-2 lead as we head into the final frame of regulation time here in the Syosset Iceworks. You're listening to LI Sports Network's coverage of ACHA M3 hockey. Ryan Brannigan, helped out by Wally Mitchell and the one and only Gabe Takuri. We'll be back for the third period, so don't go anywhere. Leave the stream up. Go grab a snack. Have some coffee. My snack of choice, what would I have? You know, I could go for a devil dog. Oh, Drake's devil dog. That sounds good. Well, anyway, we'll be right back here for this third period in just a moment here on LI Sports Network. Welcome back to the Iceworks in Syosset. And we'll be in Northwell tomorrow for Farmingdale M3 action. But for tonight, we're at Iceworks in Syosset as Timmy Trumpet plays throughout the arena. Farmingdale trail Delaware 3-2 as Delaware outscored the Rams 2-0 in that second period to give themselves the 1-goal edge. You're listening to LI Sports Network's coverage of ACHA M3 action at Farmingdale in Delaware. Wally Mitchell on the camera, Gabe Takeri helping with live stats and providing live updates on our story. That's on Instagram at LI Sports Network. Be sure to give it a follow. Tons of great stuff on there. Third period set to begin as the Rams look to avoid a second consecutive loss, and the Blue Hens look to remain unbeaten in 2025, at least the 25-26 season, that is. They have the early possession, the shot, though, blocked, originating from an ACHA. Lavoie trying to navigate his way through a few Blue Hens is turned aside at the line. He'll pick up the puck in the near corner. He's pushed into the boards by Crowell. Puck loose out in front, and nothing can come of it. So now 2-on-3 over the blue line, and a back-checking DeAndrea gets to the puck first. He's shoved into the boards, separating the puck, sent all the way down by a Blue Hen, so no icing. As goaltender Gaddy stops it and flings it up the ice where it can be gloved down by LaFada. Into the zone. Lavoie takes it away. Shot! Oh, and a good save made by Gotti off the near disastrous turnover from the Blue Hens, and Noah Lavoie nearly tapping in the tying goal. Scribner circling around his own net, spinning away from a forechecking Ram. That Ram being Luke Ferrazzi. Here's Castellano supporting in the forecheck. Lena as well, pinching in defensively. Lena will play it here. Trying to get it away from Long. Long took it away. Nice pass from DePrisco on for Long. Sharp angle try is blockered away by PJ Tercey. Back to the blue line for a wrist shot that gets knocked down in traffic. Looked like Gibbons got in the way. And ushered out of the zone by the Rams. Near intercept from Ferrazzi. Does eventually find its way across to Crowell. And that pass goes by a few sticks and all the way down for an icing against the University of Delaware Blue Hens. A little over 2 minutes gone by here in the third period. Offensive zone draw for the Farmingdale State Rams. Pinching in Malintrucolo, backhands one across. Delayed penalty, and that'll be assessed against Farmingdale as DePrisco went tumbling down to the ice. And Wadika already finds his way in the box. He'll go off for a trip. And there's the official signal from our referee. And so what a chance to provide a cushion here for Delaware. They get the power play here early in the third. Worked on back for the shot. It got deflected and slowed down and stopped by Tercey. Quinn Scribner with the rip from the blue line. So 7 seconds gone by on the power play. That shot, it's some iron. Scribner. Pass blocked. Picked up by Crowell and pushed out of the zone. by Donnie Pace. Back into the zone with the shot that goes wide. ACHA. ACHA back with it. Flips to Scribner. Scribner to the shot from Rafestanger that gets blocked and goes wide. Solomon back to Rafestanger. And up top, Scribner. Rafestanger. Scribner. Wrister through a whole lot of traffic that never got through. Scribner again. Rafestanger. Through the seam and a nice save made with the right pad of P.J. Tercey. Rafestanger. Down the wall and around. Scribner will pick it up on the far side. Scribner. Kosh. Still with Kosh. The shot again through traffic and another save made by Tercey. Head fake and a cross for Rafestanger. Rafestanger couldn't quite push it through and it's sent out of the zone by Malandrucolo. .20 to go on the power play for Delaware. ACHA trying to get it to Solomon. Chipped away by Lena. Now it is Solomon. Going across. Backdoor play for DePrisco. Just missed. Gibbons, DePrisco. And the wrister denied by Tercey as he turned aside Crowell. Out of the box and into the zone. Lavoie just ran out of steam, or ran out of room. Out in front, just wide with the shot. Ian Riberich. And now Riberich on his tush gonna make a play. And he takes a high hit, draws a penalty. Quite the shift from Ian Riberich. And the Rams to the power play. Solomon off. Roughing, cross-checking. I'll double-check in a minute. Well, we've got a power play for the Rams, trailing by a goal here in the third period. Ferrazzi. Back to Ferrazzi. DeAndrea. Lena. Ferrazzi. Wrister, save made by Gatti. Pardon me, that's Paratori on that far point. He rims it around. Stepping up Ferrazzi, helped out by DeAndrea. Backed up by LaFata. It is Ferrazzi for Paratori. Return to Ferrazzi. Wrist shot. Save made. Rebound wide as DeAndrea was going to work in front of Gatti. Cross-ice pass. Paratori punched away by the blocker of Andrew Gatti. Here is Burchard as he gets it stolen away by the Rams. DeAndrea by him, picked up by LaFata. The shot, save made, rebound just wide. Used the defender as a screen, did LaFata, and it's fought off by Gatti. Pushed out in front, nobody home, and now cleared by Delaware. Under a minute to go on the power play for the Rams. It's been dangerous so far, nothing to show for it. Puck rolls off the stick of LaFata, and so the Rams must retreat. Kosh aggressive on the forecheck, shorthanded. Kosh continuing to apply the pressure in the O-zone. And he's backed up now by Mangano. But eventually Pace comes away with the puck. Pace slows down, pass across. DeAndrea couldn't get a stick on it. Lena steps up, keeps it in for the moment, now takes it away, does Larry Lena. Sharp angle try, goes all the way across, the shot, save made by Gatti, and it rolls back into the near corner. Pace, penalty is over. Shot into the corner, DeAndrea spinning it out in front, nobody home now, Pace, back door, they score! Lavoie from Pace, tic-tac-toe, and the Rams have tied it at 3. Here it is again. What a pass. Watch here. Zip! No chance for Gaddy. And that pressure brought on as the power play expired. Rams draw even here in the third. 7 minutes gone by. It's a brand new game. As we get the goal song, it's an Electric Callboy song for any of you that know that band. And meanwhile, in with it is Allen going across. Allen into the near corner. To the blue line, far to the opposite corner by Crowell. Eventually up top for Healy. Healy to Crowell, nudges it down the wall. As the cycle continues for Delaware as they try to respond now that Farmingdale has tied the game. Allen. Dribbling puck. Eventually just sent out of the zone by the Rams onto the stick of Crowell. Crowell quickly right back the other way. Found Viola, who deflected in. Stop behind the net by Tercey. Here's Insana. Fires a shot on goal and not taking any chances. It's Andrew Gaddy. Throw some time back on the clock. 11:51 remains here in the third. We had deuces wild in the second. Now threes are wild here in the third. 3-3. Toward the net pace. It's blocked and promptly cleared by DePrisco. Nice move by Long, but he left the puck behind him. And just flung ahead for the streaking Wadika, who gets there first. Puts it out in front and over the stick of Manzi. And now 2-on-1 developing for Delaware. Pass across, gets on goal, and a great left pad stop made by P.J. Tercey. Here it is once again. It's Viola getting this one across, and a backhand shot from Scribner is denied by Tercey. And that save keeps the game tied up at 3. Off the glass and then off the dasher and out of the zone. Riberich decides to send it on goal to Gotti, who sticks it into the far corner. Farmingdale hard on the forecheck, take it away. Backhanded across, hoping to get it to Riberich was Castellano. Now back to the blue line. Lena walks, wrist shot deflects wide. DePrisco. Now back into the head by Engel to the line, not out. And Ferrazzi nearly hit Castellano, who would have been by himself. His pass to Riberich intercepted and cleared. Good play DePrisco. He's joined by Gibbons, but however, they are offside. Gibbons a step ahead on that last sequence. Officially the goal, Lavoie from Pace and DeAndrea. From our very own Gabe to Curry. He's got the computer set up. As that puck flung out of the zone by Gaddy. And away come Delaware, but the rush thwarted by a pass off a skate. Taken away by Lavoie. Lavoie across. The shot, a save made Gaddy. He denied Chris DeAndrea. Off the turnover generated by Lavoie, Noah Lavoie. And Chris DeAndrea, the Franklin Square native, nearly giving Farmingdale the lead. Now that one-time shot from Lavoie, fanned on, goes wide. DeAndrea creates the turnover, but unable to get a pass through. It's intercepted by Anatra. And away come Delaware. Solomon, wrister toward the net, steered aside by Tercey. Solomon picks it up in the far corner, but a delayed penalty halts the play in its tracks. LaFada tumbled to the ice. And Gavin Johns to the box. So a Farmingdale power play, which did not score, but generated enough momentum to lead to the goal, gets another chance here in the third period. This time to take the lead instead of tie the game. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to LI Sports Network's coverage of ACHA M3 action. Be sure to follow us at LI Sports Network for clips of goals and other fantastic things as Gabe DeCurry handles that social media side for us as Lavoie's shot goes over the net, held in Paratori on the far blue. Cross for Ferrazzi. 20 seconds gone by in the power play already. Paratori, Ferrazzi, that shot blocked by Scribner and fired out of the zone by Vastola. The penalty, I'm awaiting word on. In the meantime, pass across, intercepted. Good play by Scribner, and Kosh will send it down all the way out to play it here. And setting it up the near wall, nearly intercepted by Burchard. Ferrazzi sends in DeAndrea hard after it. Ferrazzi trying to do his best to keep in, does. Ferrazzi looking for a deflection from DeAndrea, just missed. Ferrazzi again at the near circle. Paratori. Down low, now across, Ferrazzi settles at the near circle, trying to go back across, and it's taken away and cleared by the Delaware Blue Hens. A Revolutionary War reference to the soldiers and their unit. And good forecheck from the shorthanded group for Delaware. As just 10 seconds remain on the power play for Farmingdale, it appears they will come up empty yet again. Pace in his zone. Watica, right pad stopped by Gotti as the penalty expires. Another great stop from Andrew Gotti, the Rochester native, playing for the University of Delaware Blue Hens in back-to-back nights. Got the win in last night's matchup. Looking to get another here on the island. To try to help the Blue Hens improve to 3-0. Rams trying to do the exact opposite. They get a win back in the win column, improve to 2-1. It's that fluttering puck steered to the boards by Grillo. Grillo's clearing attempt failed. Another one will succeed. Watica. Cross ice pass. Here's Jake Paul, but Watica entered the zone ahead of the play, offside. 7:05 left here, third period. You're listening to the LI Sports Network's coverage of ACHA M3 action. Nice play ahead. Viola. Across, and a sprawling save. Oh my goodness. PJ Tercey. Lord have Tercey on this save. Wow. Goes all out, full split. I wouldn't be able to walk for weeks if I tried that. But for PJ Tercey, no sweat. As he keeps the game tied for Farmingdale. Going to the bench is James Mangano. Perhaps an equipment malfunction. Gibbons will step onto the ice instead now for Delaware. Face-off controlled in the defensive zone by Farmingdale. They break out off the stick of Lavoie and into the zone. DeAndrea cannot keep in. LaFata, soft pass across, intercepted and controlled now by Quinn Scribner. Scribner around his net, picking up speed. Backhands ahead out of the reach of Da Silva. And so the Rams can turn it back the other way, only as far as Healy. Here's Gibbons. Gibbons down low, deflected on by Da Silva. Another save made. And now, here comes the extracurricular activity. Plenty of it last game. Farmingdale Field, Delaware got a little too close to P.J. Tercey yet again. And now the net is completely dislodged. A Farmingdale player to the bench, or rather the penalty box. Looks like it's Noah Lavoie. He'll be joined opposite in the Delaware box by Nick Viola. So while we wait to get things sorted, I'm going to step aside, have a swig of water. And I'll be back momentarily. You're listening to ACHA M3 Hockey on LI Sports Network. All right, welcome back. It's a power play for Farmingdale that comes out of the whole ordeal. So a good break for them. In the box is Viola. It appears he's joined by a Ram, but that penalty is not on there. 5 Farmingdale Ram skaters, 4 Blue Hens out on the ice. Power play, Farmingdale. Crucial moment here with a little over 6 to play in the third. Donnie Pace. Lena. Wrister through traffic. Fought off by Gotti. Spun down low. Gotti now without a stick. What do we have here? Referee pointing somewhere. Gotti retrieves his stick. I don't think there's a penalty upcoming, but rather a face-off that just comes out of the zone. Delaware win the ensuing face-off and push it into the Ram O-zone. Some good moves there from Burchard. Castellano into the O-zone for the Rams. Hands back to Riberich. Riberich's pass never got through and is handled and cleared by Gavin Johns. And dropping his stick in an attempt to play the puck there was Tercy. Area pass connects with Castellano, but the puck rolls off his stick and is cleared all the way down by the Blue Hens. Ferrazzi. Castellano, Rams regrouping, already over a minute gone by on this power play. Castellano chips in, chases with speed, dishes out a hit on Scribner. Rams trying to retrieve the puck, however, they turn it right back over, and in comes Koch. Odd man rush now for Delaware, and Burchard slides down, and now a Blue Hen is out of the play. Ferrazzi. Great pass, shot, oh my, Gotti! Glove save! He absolutely robbed the Ram! Look at this pass! Look at this play! And Gotti turned him aside. It was DeAndrea with the fantastic chance to give the Rams the lead. By the way, 11 seconds left on the power play. 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and it is over. How about Andrew Gotti? Rams send in. Not too far. Played out of the zone by Delaware. Oh, nice move by ACHA. Shot blocked. Another try also blocked. Into open space. Wadika. Into the far corner. DeAndrea helping out down low. Trying to play it to Wadika. Turns it over. And crisply cleared out of the zone by Delaware. Another good move this time again by ACHA. He has it behind the net. It goes in! How did it go in? From behind the net. Ryan ACHA. Let's see it again. How on earth does this go in? I don't know. It defies physics. It defies logic. It went in the back of the net. Did that ride up the back of the goal and then off the back of Tercy and in the net? My goodness. Tough break for the Rams. So they now find themselves trailing by 1 yet again late in the third. I don't know that we'll see another goal quite like that ever again. I sincerely have never seen a goal that was scored by riding the back of the goal and banking off the goalie and in. Yeah, I've seen goals that the shot banked off the goalie and in, but riding the back of the net? Like a ramp? What? It's worth another. I'm sorry, folks. I'm having a hard time getting over this. Face-off coming at center, but watch. Off. How? Rams establish the zone. Shot denied by Gotti. Gibbons. Nice passing play. Hits DePrisco. DePrisco to Gibbons. Gibbons pass across blocked. Rams, quick touch. They can start up ice. Down a goal. They need a goal. Shot. Save made. Put out in front. Nobody home for the Rams. Back to the blue line. Melandrucolo down the near wall. Scribbins taking it away. And unable to hold in for the Rams was Wadika. Or pardon me, that's Delavecchia. Lavoie stepping in. Lavoie could not quite get around Quinn Scribner. Minute 45 to play here in the third. Icing waved off thanks to the hustle by DePrisco. DePrisco still with it. Sauce across, blocked by Pace. Pace makes his way up ice. Check from behind. Gets it to Lavoie. Lavoie trying to go across DeAndrea. Donnie Pace down low. DeAndrea falling down. Oh, empty net. Shot blocked. Went off of Lena. So empty net for Farmingdale. Again, as they try to tie the game. They did score a 6-on-5 goal last game, but they were down 2. Can they get another here tonight? Turned over. Burchard could not get a shot on the empty net. He was checked from behind. They'll play it across. Vestola ahead. It'll be an icing against Delaware. And that's a good break for Farmingdale as they finally get into the zone by way of the icing. And a timeout has been called. And I believe that is by Farmingdale. Gabe, have you ever seen a goal scored where it goes from behind the net like that, off the net like a ramp, off the goalie and in? Gabe shaking his head no. I'm not crazy. Any game. Have you seen that? So there's the official word. Timeout Farmingdale. They have 43 seconds to try to tie up this game. One more time. Why not? ACHA, enjoy this moment. You're getting tons of looks here. My goodness. I feel for Tercy. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? If ACHA can perfect it, it's unstoppable. Farmingdale finally get possession. DeAndrea across. No touch came from Lavoie. Big hit. Delaware fans want a call. They're not getting one. Lavoie, 22 to play. Across. DeAndrea to the point. Lena. DeAndrea. Shot wide. Lena. Probably that was Paratori before. Out in front. Loose puck. DeAndrea. And it got blocked by the diving effort of Kosh. Into the corner. Delayed penalty. But that's how the game will end. Delaware hold on. They win 2 straight here on the island against Farmingdale by identical scores of 4-3. With Ryan ACHA scoring the improbable game-winning goal for Delaware. And some fans are not happy. I don't know if it's Delaware fans who are unhappy or Farmingdale fans that are unhappy, but fans are unhappy. Tell you what, not going to change the result. That result, 4-3, with Delaware getting the win. They improved to 3-0 on the season. Farmingdale dropped to 1-2 with 2 hard-fought 4-3 losses after an opening night 4-1 victory against Fordham. And that'll do it for our coverage here tonight on the LI Sports Network. Thank you so much for all those that tuned in here tonight for Farmingdale, Delaware action, whether you're a fan of both, fan of neither, or fan of us here at LI Sports Network. Thank you. Give us a like on the video, hit subscribe, and why don't you throw us a follow at LI Sports Network. But that'll do it here tonight. Ryan Branigan, Wally Mitchell, and Gabe DeCurry all giving you this statistics, film, and commentary here tonight. So once again, thank you, and till next time, have a good night.